You're welcome. Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zabby's Talk Show.
Mo kí gbogbo wa nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi, mo kí wá ikú akúbójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí, mo kí ẹ̀yin ìyá, mo kí ẹ̀yin bàbá, mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n, mo kí àbúrò, èmi ọmọ yín olólùfẹ́ yín. Ayé ọpẹ́ yọ ṣúyọ lọ́dọ̀ títí náà ní agbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Ayé ọpẹ́ máa yọ fún wa olórí wa, lórí ọmọ, lórí ìdáwọ́lé wa, òun láyé ọpẹ́ ló máa fi máa yọ fún wa. Èwo la mú wá fún wa ní ọjọ́ títí òní wípé kí èmi àti yín kájọ ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ò ní pa wá lẹ́kún o, àní fojú sunkún ara wa. Oh my God. Bẹ́ẹ̀bẹ́ ń lọ, eléyìí ló yẹ ká máa pè ní pé bẹ́ẹ̀bẹ́ ń lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀bẹ́ ń lọ gbà, ìgboro ti dàrú, ṣe ti gbọ́ pé kí ni pé ẹ jẹ́ kí n cover ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. Now mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá wa ń like ètò wa, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ń bá wa share àti ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá máa ń fi comment sílẹ̀. God bless you, one love. Lórí bẹ̀bẹ̀ tó ń lọ, tẹ́yin ti rí bẹ̀bẹ̀ tàbí ẹ ti gbọ́ bẹ̀bẹ̀, ẹ rí pé bẹ̀bẹ̀ náà lèmi náà mú wá léni. Àwa náà ní ká múra according to nǹkan tán pé bàbá wa olóríire, ẹni tí ò dẹ̀ deny ara ẹ̀, tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé kán tiẹ̀ pèèyàn ní illiterate, kán pèèyàn ní illiterate. Wọ́n gbé òyìnbó wá fún wa nínà, wọ́n gbé grammar wá fún wa nínà. Tó bá jẹ́ wípé èdè wa là ń lò ní ilẹ̀ kóòtù òjíire tán kó wa lẹ́rú, Yorùbá làwọn máa sọ, èdè wa làwọn máa sọ. Ọmọ Italy, èdè Italy ló ń sọ náà, báwo ló máa ṣe pé bóyá illiterate ni. Ó wá kú bí làákàyè tèmi ṣe rí, ọ̀ bó ṣe yé mi sí, òun ni mo ṣe gbé kalẹ̀, ó ní mo ṣe gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yín kalẹ̀. Ó lè má dùn mọ́ wọn létí, bọ́ ó dùn mọ́ àwa létí, torí wípé kí ni ṣe bọ́ ọ ní ọ̀dọ̀ èèyàn, tàbí Yorùbá sọ wípé kò sẹ́ni tí ò ní, tàbí èèyàn máa ń roko sọ́dọ̀ ara ẹ̀ ní. Irọ́ wọ́n ní Sunday Igboho illiterate. Dr. Abati ó fọ́ǹbù. Ọdún náà gbogbo àwọn tó bá wà nínú wọn Nàìjíríà, ṣe ti understand sí, àwọn arújẹ ní dìmàdàrú wọn Nàìjíríà, àwọn tó ń rí nǹkan kan gbà ní ara Nàìjíríà, àwọn tí Nàìjíríà tí ò tí ì ṣe ṣége fún, ṣége bàrà ọ̀bánzá ọ̀, tí ò tí ì ṣe fún àwọn ló jẹ́. I'm pretty sure wípé Kẹ́mi ìdí náà bá jìnnà bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni kí ló ń porúkọ ẹ̀, Aisha Yusuf, òun gan lórúkọ náà pronounce. Ṣé ó ṣe ṣége fún ni? Tí ò bá ṣe ṣége fún kò ní sọ. Ó ṣe ṣége dáńboròmbà, ó ṣe fún, tí ò bá ṣe fún òun, ó ṣe fún àwọn family. Mi tí ẹ mọ̀ pé bàbá ìgan, mi mọ̀ pé òun ni bàbá ẹ̀, because bí 2 years ago a rí interview yẹn, mi ò mọ̀ pé òun ni bàbá Kẹ́mi Bádínà tàbí something like that. Mi ò mọ̀ pé bàbá yẹn ni. Ẹ máa rí wípé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ni orù wọn déta o, ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ló ń rù wá déta báyìí sìn. Àwa illiterate àti pọ̀ gan rẹpẹtẹ. Bàbá Kẹ́mi gan pàápàá gan illiterate ni bàbá Kẹ́mi. Torí pé kí ni Ìgbòho sọ? Ìgbòho sọ wípé kí President Bola Ahmed Tinubu kó wọ́n Pfizer. Why not? Ibi tó yé Ìgbòho sí nìyẹn. Why tẹ wá sọ di nǹkan mi? Although no, it doesn't really matter. Understand sin. Dr. Abati òun ló ní ẹnu ẹ̀, nǹkan tó bá wùn ló fi ẹnu ara ẹ̀ sọ yẹn. Ṣé understand? But àjẹrí nǹkan tí mò ń gbé bọ̀, mo kàn ń rẹ́rìn, mo kàn ń dorí mú. Ìṣọ́ọ̀tọ̀ Ọlọ́run ló yọ mí dánwò gan. Mo fẹ́ ṣubú lẹ́nu step níbi tí mo ti ń rẹ́rìn. Mo gbé báàgì, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni mo gbé fóònù, ni mò ń wò, ni mò ń rẹ́rìn. Oh my God. Àwọn Ìjẹ̀bú, brother mi ó sọ bẹ̀bẹ̀. Ó mú àmà àti ìṣó nàkẹ́ gàgà. Oh my God, èmi nìkan kọ́ ni máa dárẹ́rìn. Bọ̀ kó tó di pé ẹ máa rí àlàyé yẹn, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ yẹn, tẹ́ máa fi rí àlàyé yẹn tó máa fi yé yín. Ẹ jẹ́ n kọ́kọ́ fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ti gbọ́ nǹkan tí Dr. Abati ní Arise TV nǹkan tó sọ tẹ́ bá ti gbọ́. Ìyẹn ni máa kọ́kọ́ play. Mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá gbé ti brother mi yìí. Oh my God. Ìjẹ̀bú. Ìjẹ̀bú. Èmi mọ̀ Ìjẹ̀bú tó sọ̀rọ̀ tẹnu ẹ̀ dá ṣáká ṣáká ṣáká. Olè ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ olè ó pọ̀ láàrin wọn. Àwọn tó ń rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí Kẹ́mi sọ yẹn kán lọ́kàn yín ẹ̀ má gbà ni ẹ lọ́kàn yín ẹ̀ má gbà. Ṣé ó parọ́ o? Àwọn fámìlì Ọbásanjọ́ ló ní òun máa proud Nàìjíríà, òun ò lè proud. Ṣé bọ́ mú àlè ní bàbá Ọbásanjọ́? Ṣé bí bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ kò ń ṣe Yorùbá? Báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ proud? Wípé ọmọ Yorùbá lò wípé òun kò wá ní proud lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà. Kẹ́mi lòun ò lè proud lọ́dọ̀ àwọn ọmọ Haúsá. Ẹ̀yin lẹ ń lá ìgbẹ́ wọn, ẹ̀yin lẹ ń lá ìdí wọn. Ó ní ọmọ Yorùbá lòun, ọmọ Yorùbá tàtà, ọmọ Yorùbá rere. Ó lọ́mọ Yorùbá lòun, olójúlówó ọmọ Yorùbá ní òun. Ó lóun ò lè fọwọ́ òsì júwo ilé bàbá òun. Ó lóun ò kì í ṣe ẹbí àwọn ajínigbé. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Ó lóun ò kì í ṣe ẹbí àwọn ajínigbé. Ó tún wá dùn ó ní tó bá béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́. Èmi gan tọmọ ní mo fọwọ́ sí pé ẹ má jẹ́ kán approve owó, ẹ má jọ approve owó wípé wọ́n fẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ kán san kán má sanwó ẹrú kankan o tí Nàìjíríà ò bá pín. Kán má sanwó ẹrú bó ló fẹ́ san sí ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn olè, ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn 419. Ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ọmọ amọ́niṣe ní àìfàìmọ́niṣe ní. Oṣó kankan ò ṣèyàn kankan, àjẹ́ kankan ò ṣèyàn kankan bí òun ṣe àwọn pípù yẹn tó ẹ wo ẹ má jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ jù. Ó dàbí pé mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ jù, mo jẹ́ wí pé bóyá bíi 2 minutes gan ni mo kàn fẹ́ fi sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbé wá Kẹ́mi àti yín kájọ wò ká wá gbọ́ nǹkan tí brọ́dà mi kẹ́ wá gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ. Kódà gan tí brọ́dà mi bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ gan máa wá play nǹkan kan bíbá tí n bá ti ń jó kẹ́lì mọ́ ẹ pé nǹkan tí brọ́dà mi sọ òun ni oh my God, oh my God. Dr. Abati wọ́n máa fún ẹ tán. Ìjẹ̀bú tí ẹnu ẹ̀ dá ṣakáṣaká mo gbé wá fún ẹ, ó máa fún ẹ tán. Ẹ bá aṣọ rí àlọ́ ń rí. Ṣé mo sọ fún yín? Oh my God, ṣé mo sọ fún yín pé wọ́n máa ń rí iṣẹ́ owó èmi àti yín? Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn Dr. Abati gbogbo wọn pátápátá wọ́n máa ń rí, wọ́n ń gbọ́, ọmọ bó ṣe ń lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà láwọn òkè lọ́hùn wọ́n ń gbọ́ ọmọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Bọ́jú gbogbo ẹ lọ now because nǹkan tó ní ṣe Sunday Igboho sọ ṣáwọn ṣe program. Àwọn òbí ṣe program. Ó mọ̀ ọ́n rí bọ̀ ìgbà tó fẹ́ lò ń sìn ọ́n lọ mú jáde kò ṣe kí wọ́n lè lórí lọ́dọ̀ ní Arise ọ̀hún lónà. Now ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ.
I mean, many people condemned Kemi Badenoch with this statement. I mean, it is all in the wake of, the response from Vice President Kashim Shettima, who had actually told her you can remove Kemi from your name, telling her that Nigeria is the greatest country on earth. But we also know that Yoruba Nation activist Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, has called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to caution Vice President Kashim Shettima against further verbal attacks on Kemi Badenoch. Your comment, Dr. Abati.
Okay, ethnic identity is one of those centrifugal points at the heart of the Nigerian question. Also throwing up the question about nationhood. Are we really a nation? Mm-hmm. There are Nigerian leaders who have even questioned the issue that we're just a geographical expression, as Chief Obafemi Awolowo said in the 1940s. In the constitutional conferences processes of the 1950s, identity, whether we should be together, was also an issue. And it was also eventually what led to the Civil War. So it's centrifugal because it's always a problem. It doesn't bring us together when politicians exploit it. And some people say, well, we should look at centripetal forces that can bring us together. But ethnicity remains a very major problem in this country. And people, for primordial, emotional, or simply out of ignorance, capitalize on the ethnic divisions for their own purposes. Some intelligent, some mischievous, some difficult to understand. Now, having said that theoretical base, on Kemi Badenoch's case, now there have been various opinions on this. I cite two examples, just to make it easier. Dr. Umado wrote a piece in which he was talking about the fallacy of identity. And his argument is that Kemi Badenoch should not be saying wrong things about our Nigerian heritage. That as somebody who was a product of this society, she may have done well in the United Kingdom, but she should also respect the heritage that she comes from. In other words, she should not stay outside and be throwing stones at, a point of extraction. That's one view, and it's a popular view. But equally popular is the view expressed by Bishop Matthew Asankuka in an article, I think, in the Leadership newspaper, in which he was saying that, look, we should perhaps be focusing more on the achievement of Kemi Badenoch. What is our achievement? The first black leader of the Conservative Party, a party that is 190 years old. And, he said all of that in itself is not a main achievement. And it was that prompted Umado rejoinder. So you find people looking at it from two different angles. However, the Spectator article that you referred to, when I reviewed it, it seems to me that Kemi Badenoch has a reputation for straight talking. I don't know how you define straight talking. In that same interview, they asked her what she takes for lunch. She says lunch is for wimps. And this generated a lot of controversy, even in England there, with Keir Starmer attacking her and saying, no, lunch is not for wimps. And she said, oh, people who take lunch breaks, they are weak people, and sandwiches, that she doesn't eat soggy bread, that when she's going to the office, she goes with her. Okay, that caused controversy. It was in that same interview that she says, I have nothing to do with the North. These are people who are into Boko Haram and all of that. Well, you may say, straight talking along that line, you may not want to excuse it, but that's how she felt. And she said, there are so many other things that she has said that are considered controversial. What we must realize at the end of the day is that Kemi Badenoch has made her choice. She says in that same interview that her ambition is to serve Britain. Her ambition is to rebuild the Tory party. So she's not really interested in what goes on in Nigeria. And I'm sure that her ultimate ambition will be perhaps to emerge as the Prime Minister of Great Britain tomorrow. Well, we now know that if she emerges as Great Britain Prime Minister tomorrow, we will not be so enthusiastic to be saying our daughter is now Prime Minister of Great Britain.
That is a solid point, Dr. Bati. If she emerges as Prime Minister, though, what is she going to do at that point with this diplomatic row already festering between her and the Vice President Kashim Shettima? If you're attacking the Vice President, you might as well attack the President.
Sorry, I remember one thing. Sunday Igboho
yes,
was said to have issued a
statement.
I consider that statement illiterate because the matter between Kemi Badenoch and Shettima is not a fight between North and South. Yeah. And Sunday Igboho was saying that in 2021, when his house was stormed, it was because he criticized the Buhari administration. It's not because he criticized Buhari administration. It was because they thought he was organizing the Yoruba region in an act of insurrection against the Nigerian state. That was the issue. So it's a false equivalent. The analogy is not correct to say that, oh, Kemi Badenoch has said this, therefore, Tinubu should warn Senator Kashim Shettima and tell him to be careful not to talk against Kemi Badenoch again. How ridiculous is that? The president, the vice president, the president is not the headmaster of the vice president. Well, that's why I think it's in fact the statement issued by Sunday Igboho that is more provocative. It's like pouring petrol on a matter that, could just be overlooked.
All right. Well, Rufai.
Now, mo kí wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé akúbójú ọjọ́ ṣeré mo rò wípé gbogbo wa láti gbọ́ nǹkan sí Dr. Abati tó sọ tọ́jọ́ sọ nínú chamber wọn nínú ọ́fíìsì wọn nínú ilé wọn bẹ̀ but orí Chief Sunday Igboho that means ó pé ju ìwọ tó ní tó pera ẹ ní doctor gan lọ tó pera ẹ ní lawyer yes because òun dìde láti jà fún ìran ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹni tó pera ẹ lọ́mọ Nàìjíríà ọmọ àlè ló pọ̀ jù gbogbo yín dẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ wo ọjọ́ ọ̀la nǹkan tẹ̀ ń jẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ lẹ mọ̀ tabakọ̀ wọn sọ wípé tí ó dìgbà tí Nàìjíríà tó bá fíṣítì yín mi ò gbé ti Òsénì wá torí Òsénì ni àwọn ibi tí ò dá ní London gbogbo ìgbà tó bá béèrè nǹkan lọ́wọ́ Kẹ́mi nǹkan tí ò bá dá ní Nàìjíríà ṣó parọ́ mọ́ Nàìjà ni ẹ má jẹ́ Kẹ́mi sọ̀rọ̀ jẹ́ gbé brọ́dà mi jáde wá ẹ jẹ́ gbé brọ́dà mi wá brọ́dà mi ti bá mi fún wọn tán ṣé èmi kan wá jókòó kí máa mí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kí máa mí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ọ̀tún kí máa mí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ nùsì brọ́dà mi ti bá mi fọ̀rọ̀ fọ́ wọn lórí àwọn ọmọ àlè àwọn ọmọ ìrankíran yes ó mú yes. Now let's go there ẹ wá túbọ̀ nǹkan tí Kẹ́mi fúnra rẹ̀ tó sọ níbi interview yẹn wàá tún rọra gbé sínú nǹkan tó sọ níbi orí ẹ̀ pé ọmọ olóríire gbogbo wa ò lè sùn ká kọrí síbì kan náà ẹ ṣàfẹ́ sọ everybody do ní rọ́ṣà ẹ fẹ́ sọ everybody di onírọ́ ẹ fẹ́ sọ everybody di bàbí mo ṣe dà Kẹ́mi ó wíire o ó wíire tàbó wíire Kẹ́mi máa wíire o bàbá ẹ̀ gan wíire ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ti mọ̀ bàbá Kẹ́mi ó yá ẹ ká lọ ń bẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ àjọ lọ wò ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ now let's go there.
Do not have the capacity to give the same opportunity to those who are living in Nigeria. So then you have these Nigerians who expect you to begin to say everything nice. Yeah. You know, to begin to talk about Nigeria as a very lovely place, as a the problem of Nigeria is just irony. Problem of Nigeria is not just leadership. Problem of Nigeria is Nigerians in that place. You are the problem of Nigeria. You are the product of your criminal leaders. Nigeria is a place where if you come around and say, for example, and say, the police in Nigeria, they are enemies of the people. Nigerians know, they know that too. But you shouldn't be saying that. I mean, let us say every good things about our country. We should not be spoiling the name of our country. We should not be demarketing Nigeria. Meanwhile, the people that are demarketing Nigeria are the rogues that they call leaders. They are criminal leaders, so they are their role models, and they are those who are demarketing Nigeria. Right? Even if Nigeria is a bad place, must you say it? Must you say it? Let us. The other countries, there are bad people in other places too. You have somebody who is worried. David Cameron said Nigeria is a fantastically corrupt country. Nigerians were enraged, especially Ronukus were not around that time. Buhari Dins, Buhari Diderins, Buhari Denotus, Buhari Dijatus, Buhari Shukus, Ngozi Aris, Nneka Aris, so obedient fools, sophisticated morons, humbled slaves, voluntary slaves, Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris, all these guys, right? They won't strangulate David Cameron. How dare you? Are you not the ones who corrupt us? Are you not the one who is taking all the loot from Nigeria? Are you corrupt? Are you not? Do you understand? So it's a mental case. When you dare, if you dare speak on the rot in Nigeria, the victims of that rot, they will come for you. Are you saying you are better than us? Is it because you are now living in the UK? Is it because you are now living in America? Are you saying that you are? But some of you, you are suffering. You are suffering in America. You are suffering in the UK. But you been talking and talking like Nigeria is you are not interested in having a place that works or a country that really works. And that is why when Kemi said he is Yoruba, which I kind of like respect, I do not, in fairness, so I do not 100% agree with the statement when she said he has nothing to do with the North. That is where the Islamists are, the terrorists, the Boko Haram. I do not agree with all of that. Or can you blame her? People are more loyal to their tribe in Nigeria. There is no nationalism in Nigeria. All of us have our different experiences when it comes to that place. We are victims of a rotten place. That the more you are, maybe the more we expose it, there's a chance. There is a chance. Maybe there is a chance that all of these things can be curbed or reduced until Nigeria break up. Do you get that? I am a Yoruba man. I do not have anything in common with Northerners. That is not a slow word. That is not. Don't take offense. Don't take offense. If you are speaking your language, I may not understand. I don't understand what you talk. So if I say that, does that tell me what? That I am lying? If I start speaking Ijebu, how many of you will understand me here? How many of you? But they lumped us together. They forced all of us together to form one country where we say we know to talk to ourselves. And we can't wait to kill ourselves as well. Every given opportunity or more. 14 people killed in a country that's supposed to be one. Any small disagreement like this between this and that, like so she's not wrong. But they want her to lie. To say, oh, I'm from a country, it's a great country. It's not a great country. Stop lying to yourselves. Before she became the leader of the conservative in the UK, she once said this.
I chose this country because here I could breathe free and I could be everything that I wanted to be. I grew up in Nigeria and I saw firsthand what happens when politicians are in it for themselves, when they use public money as their private piggy banks, when they promise the earth and pollute not just the air but the whole political atmosphere with their failure to serve others. I saw what socialism means for millions. It's poverty and broken dreams. I came to Britain determined to make my way in a country where hard work and honest endeavour can. I chose this.
Amadu and Junaid Kabiru Abi Muhammad, she lied. Did she lie? Are the criminal politicians in Nigeria not using Nigeria as their piggy bank? Are they not looting like they know they can get away with it? Are they not stealing your future? Chok Chirolupa. Now, we have a lot of us that have been able to actually achieve our own life set goals until we left that contraption. While they have stolen your own dreams in that place. When you are waiting for miracle. There's no miracle that God cannot do. Oshe, miracle baby. Miracle no dey tire Jesus. Miracle like when your frustration enter you so deep, you go come sit down, they imagine. Imagination go won't finish you. Omo. Man, I wish that I just they go like this. The police just they chase armed robbers. And the armed robbers, they'll just throw the money. They'll drop the money and just imagine they just drop the money and I open the bag like this. Ghana must go dollars. Which I go first do? I could try and, I need to invest. Olori Buruku imagination won't finish you. In a place where people go tell you, say, if you go to bed, poor, and you can wake up tomorrow morning, a billionaire. Nigeria, I lived there. I lived there too. They looted you. They stole everything from you. She's been honest. Even though she lived in Nigeria when I am not going to dispute that. But she's not going to be your PR agent. Frustration to buy everybody one jet, to buy a lot of people jet. Frustration. You they see them imagination weary. Yeah? Man, I just received one call. Maybe say, one call that can change my life. Change your life, Bawo. So Kemi said, it is a place where poverty is man-made. And she's right. It is a place where the greed and selfishness of your criminal leaders led to the increase in poverty in that place. She is right. She's not going to be your PR. She's not going to tell a lie. Even if you are kind of mad, you're mad at her, that's fine. Have you heard Kemi's father? He's a pro-Yoruba. Compared to this Olusegun Obayeje. Yeah. Olusegun Obayeje he claims to be a nationalist. Okay? He has been rewarded many times. And Nigeria has been so good to him and his family. But what did he give back? A country that is now the poverty capital of the world, where dreams die. Nigeria is a place where dreams die. So he once said, his Nigerianness is greater than his Yorubaness. Why won't that be? If I become your president too, I will love Nigeria. I'll tell you that Nigeria is the greatest country. Abi? But is that the same? Is that the reality of all of you from every part of Nigeria? Is it?
One thing.
That is what selfishness sounds like. In case if you are not so sure. Okay, selfishness is when if I am fine, and you are not, at least pretend that you are fine. Okay, like let's pretend. Your concern is not really a big deal. Come on, like my Nigerianness is bigger. My Nigerianness is bigger than my Yorubaness. What? Like, Okemi is the daughter of her father, Mr. Adegoke. Kemi was born in London. Then Kemi was sent back to Nigeria to, until she turned 16. She is Olukemi Adegoke before she became Olukemi Badenoch or Kemi Badenoch. And when you listen to her father, sorry to those of you who don't understand the Yoruba, can somebody help me kind of type this, subtitle this video I'm about to play you to Yoruba, please, okay? I'm sorry, to English for those of you who don't understand the Yoruba. Our father is pro-Yoruba. Our father was pro-Yoruba when he was alive. Is he still alive? Come on. I think he's still alive. So last year, he was interviewed. Okay, sorry, 2022. This video I'm about to play for you now is from 2022. And it was towards the time they were preparing for their 2023 charade. He's a pro-Yoruba. He raised his daughter same way. So when Kemi said she is more of Yoruba than Nigeria because she has nothing in common with these northerners. And she's right, even though people have taken offense. But do you know that this is how people actually feel? Yeah. I mean, when I was growing up, right, Yorubas feel more loyal to Yoruba land than they are to Nigeria. don't know. See, if you are not a Yoruba person, I can't speak for you. I can't. But I promise you this is true, that Yorubas feel more, more loyal to Yoruba land than to Nigeria. It is only the Yoruba politicians who understands how to use Yoruba as a meal ticket or political positions in Nigeria that are interested in Nigeria. And their interest in Nigeria is not to make Nigeria better. It is to make themselves and their families better, not Nigeria. I don't know. Maybe some people will probably lie to themselves that it is not so. Fine. So I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to disobey loyal and honest, and all those nonsense, right? Yes, we were indoctrinated as well. But the moment we started growing, like we started understanding things like geopolitics and all of that, we are more loyal to our ethnic nationality than to Nigeria. You don't have to agree with me. Listen to this old us. He raised his, he was in the UK, right? He gave birth to his children in the UK. He sent them back to Nigeria, to Yoruba land, to go and study until they turned 16, and brought them back to the UK, especially Kemi. So to Kemi, he's from the home where being Yoruba is more valuable than being Nigerian, just so you know. Here, the old man.
Pé ní 2023 kí Yorùbá kó lọ gbé igbá kó di ààrẹ tó bá ti ṣe yẹn pé nǹkan á bọ́ sípò. Èmi ń sọ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ òpònú gbà ní ọ̀rọ̀ òpònú tí ò mọ́gbọ́n wá. Ṣèbílẹ̀ Yorùbá ni Ọbásanjọ́ ti wá, ó lọ́dún 7 ńbẹ̀. Kí ni ìgbésẹ̀ wo ló gbé? Jonathan kò ṣáà ń ṣe Fúlàní, òun náà lọ́dún 6 ńbẹ̀. Kí láǹfààní ẹ̀? Kí ni ìtúwo ni ẹnìkankan wá fẹ́ pa torí pé òun jẹ́ Yorùbá? Ìgbà tí wọ́n dìbò ìbò gbẹ̀yìn yìí, táwọn èèyàn ti rí pé ọ̀nà tí Buhari ń gbà yìí kò sọ́nà ń bẹ o, ẹ má gbébò fún o. Àwọn èèyàn ní ẹ̀fọ́ dímú kẹ́ ẹ dìbò fún torí Ọ̀ṣínbàjò. Ta ló gbóhùn Ọ̀ṣínbàjò nínú gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe ń sìn? Ẹni ẹlẹ́ni ra dákẹ́ síbẹ̀, iṣẹ́ tán bá ran ló ń jẹ́, kò lágbára kankan. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ 1999 constitution ní ẹ jẹ́ àjù sígbó, ká jókòó, ká gbèrò pọ̀, ká ṣe constitution míì bá ṣe máa bára wa lò. Ìgbà yẹn làlàáfíà lè tó lù, làlàáfíà lè tó gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tó wà Nàìjíríà, ìbáàjẹ́ Ìgbò, ìbáàjẹ́ Fúlàní o, ìbáàjẹ́ Haúsá, ìbáàjẹ́ Yorùbá. Kò tí ì ka nǹkan tí Bọ̀dé George sọ. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá jẹ́ pé lóòótọ́ nǹkan tó sọ ni pé àwọn tí wọ́n bá ní pé kí Tinubu kó gbé gbá ìbò ń sìn, pé ó yẹ kán lọ yẹ ọpọlọ wọn wò. Òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ló sọ. Nítorí kí ni nígbà téèyàn bá ní pé Tinubu ó fẹ́ ṣe ààrẹ ń sìn, ààrẹ ta ló ń lọ, aṣojú ta ló ń lọ ṣe ń bẹ̀? Ṣé aṣojú ààrẹ ni àbí aṣojú Yorùbá? Gbogbo nǹkan tó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Yorùbá látijọ́ yìí, mélòó ni Tinubu dìde láti sọ pé nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn èèyàn òun yìí kò bọ́ sí? A ní wọ́n ń jí àwọn Yorùbá gbé àti ẹ̀rí kó sọ nǹkan kan. Gbogbo wọn ṣe bí wọ́n ṣọ̀hún, òòrí tí Yorùbá sọ ń bẹ̀. Gédégbélé kó wà lẹ́nu tẹnumọ́ torí pé owó wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, àfẹ́lẹ́fẹ́ lọ ṣe. Ẹni tó bá ní kí Tinubu ṣe, orí ẹ̀ ó yẹ kán yẹ orí ẹ̀ wò lóòótọ́ o. Òótọ́ ni Bọ̀dé George sọ. Èmi àti Bọ̀dé George àjọ jókòó báyìí ká sọ̀rọ̀ rí, ṣùgbọ́n téèyàn bá sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ó yẹ ká lè sọ. Èèyàn kan ò lè dá jìjàǹgbara, kò ṣeé ṣe. Àwọn dẹ̀ sọ pé màjàmásá là máa kin. Lóòótọ́ akínkanjú ni Sunday Ìgbòho, ó dẹ̀ pariwo ó ṣẹ̀tọ́. Lóòótọ́ gbogbo bó ṣe pariwo ẹ̀ ó láǹfààní láti jí àwọn ọmọ ọ̀dọ́ láti rí gbogbo nǹkan tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀, oríṣiríṣi ìrẹ́jẹ tó wà ní ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà àti pé tá a bá dá dúró tiwa á ṣe wá láǹfààní ṣùgbọ́n bọ́n ṣe ń ja ìjàǹgbara kọ́ nìyẹn kì í ṣe kùmọ̀ àtàdá la máa fi ja ìjàǹgbara yìí ọgbọ́n àti làákàyè òní àwọn èèyàn tó ń tì í pé wọ́n sọ ọ́ di òòṣà àwọn ló jẹ́ kó di pé ó gbé nǹkan kọjá ibi tí ò yẹ kó lọ bó ṣe jẹ́ yẹn ṣùgbọ́n bó ṣe sápò ń lò kò sí nǹkan tó burú èèyàn ò ní láti jẹ́ awòràwọ̀ kó tó mọ̀ pé ọdún 2023 yìí irọ́ pọ̀ ń bẹ ọ̀nà àti dìbò ń gbà yẹn ó le púpọ̀ tí a bá dẹ̀ ṣọ́ra tá a bá ń ba lọ bá a ṣe ń ba lọ yìí 2023 ìlú tá à ń pè Nàìjíríà yìí ó lè má sí mọ́ àwa ò sọ̀rọ̀ nípa secession nǹkan tá à ń sọ ni pé nǹkan tó wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ó tó olúkálùkù nǹkan tá a dẹ̀ ń sọ ni pé ẹ fún olúkálùkù ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà ní àǹfààní kó jẹ́ pé a máa dáàbò bo ara wa àwa gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní agbègbè wa ó wà ní ìkáwọ́ wa kì í ṣe pé kéèyàn kan dúró sí ẹgbẹ̀rún máìlì kó máa sọ fún wa pé báyìí ni ká ṣe forgot pé ní 2020.
That's the old man. That was Kemi Badenoch said that. And the interview that riled some of these bat idiots online was this interview that Kemi granted one platform where she was asked about her experience or her plan for the British police, and she shared her own experience, personal experience, talking about when the Nigerian police robbed her own brother. They stole her brother's shoes and wristwatch. As if to say that's not true, I will share one with you now. Watch this interview in parts.
Anything like British culture or American culture. We've just absorbed things from all sorts of other places. So there's nothing wrong with us absorbing more. This is nonsense. If you don't defend your culture, it will disappear. And when people come to a country, they should want to be a part of that country. We are not a hotel. We are not a dormitory just for some people who want to make money and go off. This is our home and we need to look after it. And that means making sure that the people who come to the country are compatible with those beliefs and at the very least do not damage that. I think that means getting more migration, not to have any more, and I've kept it so well.
Do you believe in God?
Not anymore. But I am not an atheist. I am agnostic. I used to believe very much, but now I describe myself as a cultural Christian.
Do you think the world is better when people either believe in God or act as if God is real?
I don't think it matters so much. It matters what they do with the belief or the lack of belief.
Do you think the U.S. still has what it takes to lead the free world?
Yes, of course.
What is your order at McDonald's if you eat at McDonald's?
Always breakfast and a bacon and egg McMuffin.
You get compared to Margaret Thatcher a lot. Do you like the comparison?
Not all the time, but she's a hero or heroine of mine. So it's very flattering, but it's also quite heavy. And she's a different person. I admire her, but I want people to recognize that I'm not a pastiche of this person, that I am my own person. And having your...
Mo rò pé gbogbo wa láti wo gbogbo bó ṣe lọ sí bó ṣe lọ. Bá dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Ẹ bá wa pín ètò yìí àló ń dé ọ̀dọ̀ wọn ọmọ bó ṣe ń lọ sẹ ẹ bá wa pín ẹ jẹ́ bá wa tún dá sí gbòòrò fún wọn wípé Yorùbá nation ó wá láti wá dúró ni bàbá Kẹ́mi lẹ ti gbọ́ yẹn ẹnu Kẹ́mi náà lẹ ti gbọ́rọ̀ yìí lẹ máa mọ̀ wípé ní ìdílé tó ti jáde wá ó ní ìfẹ́ sí wípé ká kúrò lóko ẹrú. Ìdààmú tí Nàìjíríà tó ń fún ọmọ Nàìjíríà, wọ́n ní ìfẹ́ wípé kí ọmọ Nàìjíríà kán kúrò nínú ìdààmú yẹn. Wọ́n ní oko òkín jẹ́ ti bàbá tọmọ kó má làálàá. Wọ́n sọ ní gbangba, wọ́n sọ ní kọ̀rọ̀ wípé ẹ tí ẹ ṣe constitution yẹn tún ṣe. Tẹ́ ẹ bá tún ṣe, Nàìjíríà ò lè lójútùú. Ẹni tó jẹ́ olórí gbogbo bàbá yẹn ó ti retire sí bóyá bíi 5-6 years ago tán gbé Western Rising gbà yẹn. Ó dàbí pé òun ló lead gbogbo àwọn SAN ní Nàìjíríà. Ó ní tán ọ̀bá tún constitution yẹn ṣe, ó náà lè rọ́nà lọ. Bọ́ Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kémi rí tèmi ṣe. Òun ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. Àwa rí ọmọ olóríire kan tó wá láti inú ìdílé ire, tí bàbá jẹ́ olóríire, tó níyà olóríire, tóun náà wá jọ ọmọ olóríire tán lè pa gbogbo mọ́ lẹ́nu, tó tún sọ̀rọ̀ sókè. Máyégún béèrè, ó ní ṣó parọ́ ni, ṣó parọ́ ọmọ yẹn ni. Ṣé gbọ́ nǹkan táwọn ará yìí sọ pé tí yẹn bá wá dé prime minister ń sìn, kí lẹ mọ̀ tó lè ṣe, kí lẹ mọ̀ jìnnìjìnnì yẹn kó máa bá yín, ẹ máa gbé yẹ̀wò náà. Ẹ máa gbé yẹ̀wò, no going back. Wọ́n làwọn ò ní jásá tún lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Àyàfi àdàbí tíyà ò bá jẹ èèyàn. Táwọn èèyàn bá ti torí 5,000 kú, òun nìkan lẹ máa mú jẹ bọ́. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ìyà yẹn ń jẹ àwọn ènìyàn, gbogbo àwa tá dìde pátápátá, àwa ẹ̀ máa rẹ̀yìn ẹ̀. Àṣẹ wà bó ń ṣe máa rí rẹ̀, àwa ẹ̀ máa lékè. Ìjẹ̀bú ìtọ́wà, Ìjẹ̀bú fọ́nrẹ́ lékè, àwa ẹ̀ máa lékè lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Mo kí brọ́dà mi Máyégún, òun náà sọ títí ẹ̀, bó ṣe rí gangan nìyẹn pé ẹ tún gbọ́ ní sáìdì ibòmíì wípé àwọn pípù yìí ọ̀tá Ọlọ́run ni wọ́n. Ẹ̀yin kan wá sẹ́ pé Ìgbòho illiterate tàbí illiterate, ọmọ àlè ló pọ̀ nínú yín. Wọ́n kí wọ́n lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pápá bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí. Ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá mi fi comment sílẹ̀, ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá mi like. Tó bá jẹ́ nígbà àkọ́kọ́ ni, ẹ má gbàgbé láti subscribe so that anytime tó bá ń ṣe program ẹ lè máa rí notification. Episode mi ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn eléyìí o. Kí ló tiẹ̀ fa wàhálà yìí gangan? Kí ló fa gbàásùgbò yìí? Kí ló fa ìdààmú àdúgbò yìí? Màá ṣe lẹ́yìn fídíò eléyìí tiẹ̀ tí wàá gùn jù báyìí. But episode yẹn ó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn ilé. Kẹ́ máa fojú sọ́nà, ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ. Tẹ́ ti bá mi like, tẹ́ ti bá mi fi comment rẹ̀. God bless you. One love. Èmi ọmọ yín náà ni olólùfẹ́ yín. Ayé ọpẹ́ yọ, ṣúyọ lọ́dọ̀ títí yín náà lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Ayé ọpẹ́ máa yọ fún wa lórí ọmọ. Lórí ìdáwọ́lé wa, òun là ayé ọpẹ́ máa fi máa yọ. Bye.
You're welcome. Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zabby's Talk Show.